My wife's work trip got extended. Too bad her company just posted photos of everyone returning home this morning. I'm Eli Marsh, 38 years old, and I've been running construction crews in this Maine town for 15 years. I know when something doesn't add up, whether it's a foundation measurement or a spouse's story. Right now, sitting in my split-level house at 9 p.m., staring at my phone, the math isn't working. The conference ran long, honey, Sam had texted me 3 hours ago. Won't be back until tomorrow evening. Sorry, love you. Except Hartwell Industries posted their company retreat photos on LinkedIn 40 minutes ago. Every single employee smiling at the Portland Marriott checkout counter at 10 a.m., including my wife Samantha, in her Navy business suit, wheeling her little black suitcase. I screenshot everything. Old habit from the construction business. Document first. Ask questions later. My phone buzzes. How was your day? Miss you, from Sam. I type back. That's funny. The company just posted photos, and everyone's already home. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. 5 minutes pass. My phone rings. Eli? Sam's voice sounds strained. I can explain everything. I'm listening. Some of us stayed behind for additional training. The photos were just of the main group leaving. I'm still here with Lucas and a few others from the sales team. Lucas Grant, regional sales manager. 42, divorced, drives a BMW, and always finds excuses to talk to my wife at company parties. The guy who compliments Sam's dress a little too enthusiastically and stands a little too close during conversations. Which hotel are you at now? I ask. Pause. The same one, the Marriott. I open our shared location app. Sam's phone shows her car parked at the roadside inn off Route 95, 40 miles from the Marriott. The kind of place that rents rooms by the hour and doesn't ask questions. Sam, your location shows you're at the roadside inn. Longer pause. I hear traffic in the background, not the quiet lobby of a business hotel. The app must be glitching. You know how unreliable those things are. I don't respond. Let the silence work. Ely, are you there? I'm here. I'll be home tomorrow evening, like I said. We can talk then. We'll talk tonight when you get home. But I told you. Sam. My voice stays level. Come home, now. The line goes quiet. Then. Fine, I'll drive back tonight. But you're being paranoid, and I don't appreciate being accused of lying. She hangs up. I pour myself coffee and settle in to wait. Mrs. Greeley, my 70-year-old neighbor, knocks on my door around 10 p.m. Ely, dear, I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, but I saw Sam leaving yesterday evening in that little black dress of hers, the one from your anniversary dinner. Seemed odd for a work trip. Mrs. Greeley notices everything. She's like a security camera, with arthritis and strong opinions about lawn maintenance. What time was this? Around 7. She was in quite a hurry, nearly backed into my mailbox. The company retreat started with a breakfast meeting at 8 a.m., 2-hour drive to Portland. Sam should have left at 5:30 a.m. in business attire, not 7 p.m. in cocktail wear. Thanks, Mrs. Greeley. I appreciate you letting me know. After she leaves, I sit in my kitchen with the lights off, waiting. My phone shows Sam's location moving along Route 95, heading home. ETA 45 minutes. I spread the screenshots across the kitchen table. Company photos, location data, timeline inconsistencies. In construction, when the foundation doesn't match the blueprints, you stop building and figure out what went wrong. My marriage's foundation has cracks. Headlights sweep across the front windows at 11:20 p.m. Car door slams. Key turns in the lock. Sam walks in, still wearing the black dress Mrs. Greeley mentioned. Her hair's messed up, lipstick gone, and she smells like cologne that isn't mine. Sit down, Sam. Let's talk about your business trip. Name from. Sam freezes in the doorway, purse clutched against her chest like armor. Her eyes dart to the papers spread across the table, then back to my face. You've been spying on me. I've been paying attention. There's a difference. She sets her purse down and smooths her dress. Always image conscious, my wife. Even caught red-handed, she's worried about appearances. The photos don't tell the whole story, Eli. I stayed behind with Lucas and 2 others from sales. We had client calls to finish. At the roadside inn. My phone's GPS has been acting up all week. I told you that. I slide my phone across the table, showing her location history. Your car was there for 6 hours, from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Want to explain what kind of client calls happen at a highway motel? Sam's composure cracks. She sits down hard in the chair across from me. It's not what you think. What do I think? That I'm having an affair. Are you? She looks at the table. It's complicated. Complicated how? Lucas and we've gotten close, but it's not some cheap affair. We have a connection, something real. There it is. After 12 years of marriage, she's throwing it away for Lucas Grant and his BMW. How long? 3 months. How many times? That's not important. It is to me. She stands up, defensive now. You want details? Fine. We've been together 6 times, always discreet, always professional. This isn't some tawdry thing, Eli. We care about each other. Professional. Like scheduling meetings to betray your spouse is just another business transaction. Where else, besides today? The Marriott downtown twice, his apartment once, the office after hours twice, and, she trails off. And where? Here, last Tuesday, when you were working late at the Henderson site. Bun. In our house, in our bed, while I was pouring concrete and thinking about getting home to her. My hands stay steady on the table. Anyone else know? Paige knows. She's been helping me manage things. Paige Morrison, Sam's best friend since college. The woman I've cooked dinner for dozens of times, who I helped move apartments twice, who hugged me at our wedding and said I was perfect for Sam. Helping how? Covering for me, providing alibis. She understands that marriage is complicated. What else? Sam's phone buzzes. She glances at it, and I catch the name on the screen. Lucas. He's wondering if I'm okay. I was supposed to text him when I got home. Text him what? That everything was fine, that you believed the story. The casual way she says it hits harder than the affair itself. They planned this, rehearsed it, treated me like an obstacle to manage, rather than a person they were betraying. I stand up and walk to the kitchen window. Outside, Mrs. Greeley's porch light is still on. The woman sees everything and remembers it all. Sam, I need you to understand something. This marriage is over. Eli, please, we can work through this. Couples therapy, counseling, whatever you want. No, you're being hasty. People make mistakes. I turn back to face her. This wasn't a mistake. This was a choice. 6 times worth of choices. And you just told me you brought him into our house. I never meant to hurt you, but you did it anyway. Sam's phone buzzes again. Lucas, probably getting worried about his girlfriend's husband asking inconvenient questions. Answer it, I say. What? Answer the phone. Tell Lucas you're fine. She hesitates, then swipes to accept the call. Hey, she says, her voice softening in a way it hasn't for me in months. I can hear Lucas's voice through the speaker, tinny but clear. Everything okay? You've been gone a while. I'm fine, just talking to Eli. He buying it? Sam looks at me. I gesture for her to continue. We're still discussing things. Want me to come over? I can be there in 20 minutes. No, Sam says quickly. No, that's not necessary. If he gives you any trouble, I take the phone from Sam's hand. Lucas, this is Eli. Silence. I know about the affair. I know about the 6 times. I know about my house last Tuesday. And I know you're sitting in your apartment right now wondering if you should drive over here and play hero. Eli, man, I think there's been a misunderstanding. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to stay away from my wife. You're going to stay away from my house. And if I see your BMW in my neighborhood, we're going to have a conversation you won't enjoy. I hang up and hand the phone back to Sam. Pack a bag. You can stay at Paige's tonight. This is my house too. Tonight it's not. Sam stares at me for a long moment, then goes upstairs. I hear drawers opening, hangers sliding. 20 minutes later, she comes down with an overnight bag. This isn't over, Eli. Yes, it is. After she leaves, I sit in my kitchen and plan my next move. Sam thinks this is about hurt feelings and wounded pride. She's wrong. This is about consequences, and I'm very good at planning projects that deliver exactly what they're supposed to. I text my cousin Tony. Need to talk. Computer stuff. Can you come by tomorrow morning? Tony runs IT support for local businesses. He's also the guy who taught me that deleted doesn't always mean gone. Then I text Mick, my foreman. Drinks tomorrow night? Sharon's place? Mick knows everyone in town. Sharon owns the bar where people go to talk. Between the two of them, they hear every secret worth knowing. Finally, I text Sam. Take all the time you need at Paige's. We'll talk when you're ready to be honest. She doesn't reply. I clean up the papers from the table and lock them in my office filing cabinet. Tomorrow, the real work begins. Tony shows up at 7 a.m. with coffee and a laptop bag. My cousin's 35, built like a scarecrow, and can make computers confess secrets they didn't know they were keeping. Marriage problems, he asks, settling at my kitchen table. Sam's been having an affair. I need to know the scope of it. You want me to hack her stuff? I want you to recover what she's deleted from devices I own. The family computer, the iPad we share, her old phone that's in the junk drawer. Tony nods. That's legal. Anything else? She's been using Paige as an accomplice. If there are communications between them on shared devices, I want to see those too. Give me 2 hours. While Tony works, I drive to the Henderson construction site. My crew's pouring foundation for a new medical building. 40 yards of concrete, precise measurements, everything level and square. It's satisfying work. Unlike marriage, construction follows rules. Do the job right, and it lasts. Cut corners, and everything collapses. Mick approaches while I'm checking the pour. He's 52, built like a fire hydrant, and has been my right hand for 8 years. You look like someone stole your lunch money, he says. Sam's been cheating. Mick spits into the dirt. That corporate princess? Can't say I'm shocked. You knew. Suspected. She's been acting different at the company parties. Too friendly with that sales guy. What's his name, Lucas? That's him. Want me to have a conversation with Lucas? Not yet. I'm handling this methodically. Your call. But if you need backup, you know where to find me. I head home at noon. Tony's finished with the digital archaeology. Good news and bad news, he says. Good news. Sam's not very tech-savvy. She deleted texts and photos, but they're all recoverable. Bad news. There's a lot of them. He shows me his laptop screen. Months of messages between Sam and Lucas. Photos I don't want to see. But more interesting are the conversations between Sam and Paige. Look at this thread from 2 weeks ago, Tony says. Sam. Eli's getting suspicious. He asked why I was working late so much. Paige. Stick to the story. Client calls. Deadline pressure. I'll back you up if he asks. What if he checks with the office? I know people in HR. We can create a paper trail if necessary. They were planning to fabricate work records? I ask. Gets better. Check this out. Another message thread from last week. Paige. Maybe it's time to tell him. File for divorce. Take half of everything. Start fresh with Lucas. Sam. Not yet. Eli's business is doing well. New contracts coming in. If I wait 6 months, there'll be more to split. She was calculating the timing of our divorce based on my income projections, I say. There's more. Look at this. Messages from 3 days ago. Sam, Eli found some old receipts from dinners with Lucas. I told him they were client meetings. Paige. We need to be more careful. Maybe create some fake client emails to back up your story. Sam, can you do that? I know a guy who freelances in graphic design. He can mock up some professional-looking correspondence. They were planning to forge business documents to cover the affair, Tony says. I lean back in my chair. This isn't just adultery, it's conspiracy. Sam and Paige have been treating my marriage like a business problem to solve with lies, forgery, and fraud. Can you make copies of everything? Already done. Stored in 3 places, including cloud backup. What about Lucas? Any communications with him on shared devices? A few. Mostly logistics about meeting times and places. But here's something interesting. Tony opens another folder. Lucas has been texting Sam about you. He's nervous. The messages are from yesterday, after I confronted Sam. Lucas. How much does he know? Everything about us, but not about the other stuff. Other stuff? The documentation, the financial planning, Paige's help. Maybe we should cool things off. Don't you dare abandon me now. Sounds like Lucas is having second thoughts, I say. Gets better. Check the timestamps on these. Tony shows me messages from last night. After Sam left for Paige's house. Sam, Eli kicked me out. I'm staying at Paige's. Lucas, maybe this is for the best. Clean break, fresh start. You said you loved me. I do, but I didn't sign up for drama and confrontations with angry husbands. So that's it? You're just going to drop me? I need time to think. Looks like Loverboy is getting cold feet, Tony says. I study the messages. Sam's world is cracking apart. Lucas is backing away, and she's stuck at Paige's house with nowhere to go and no plan beyond the lies that are falling apart. Tony, I need you to do something else. Name it. Monitor these message threads. If Sam or Paige start planning something new, I want to know immediately. You think they'll try to retaliate? I think Sam's desperate, and desperate people make bad decisions. After Tony leaves, I drive to Sharon's bar. It's a blue-collar place, with good beer, cheap food, and the kind of atmosphere where people tell the truth after a few drinks. Sharon's behind the bar, polishing glasses. She's 60, tough as leather, and has been listening to this town's secrets for 20 years. Eli Marsh, she says. You look like a man with problems. Word travels fast. Mrs. Greeley stopped by this morning. Said she saw Sam leaving your house with a suitcase last night. I order coffee and sit at the bar. Sam's been having an affair. Lucas Grant? I look at her. You knew? Honey, everyone knew. They weren't exactly subtle. He's been bragging about his sophisticated older woman for weeks. Didn't take much detective work to figure out who he meant. He's been talking about my wife in public? Not by name. But in a town this size, people connect the dots. My anger shifts up a gear. It's one thing to have an affair. It's another to let your lover brag about it where your husband's friends can hear. What else has he said? That she's unhappy in her marriage, that she deserves better, that she's planning to leave you soon. Sharon sets down her glass. I'm sorry, Eli. I should have said something sooner. You're saying it now. That's what matters. Mick arrives at 6, and I fill him in over beer and burgers. He listens without interrupting, his expression getting darker with each detail. So what's the plan? He asks. I'm going to ruin them. How? Carefully, methodically, the same way we plan a construction project. Foundation first, then build up. What do you need? Information, witnesses, documentation, and patience. You got it. I drive home at 9 p.m. My house feels different now. Quieter, emptier, but also cleaner somehow, like a job site. After you've cleared away the debris, my phone buzzes. Text from Sam. Can we talk tomorrow? I want to explain everything properly. I type back. I'm listening when you're ready to tell the truth. Sam. I have been telling the truth. Me. No, you've been telling stories. There's a difference. She doesn't reply. I lock up the house and go to bed. Tomorrow, I start building my case. Sam calls at 8 a.m., her voice shaky and tired. I want to come home and talk. Are you ready to tell me everything? No more lies, no more stories? Yes, including Paige's involvement, the fake alibis, the forged documents. Long pause. How do you know about that? I know about everything, Sam. The question is whether you're going to keep lying or start dealing with reality. I'll be there in an hour. She arrives looking like she hasn't slept. Paige drops her off. I watch from the window as they have an intense conversation in the driveway. Paige keeps pointing at my house and shaking her head. Sam finally gets out of the car, and Paige drives away fast. Paige thinks I shouldn't be here, Sam says, settling at the kitchen table. Paige has been helping you lie to me for months. Her opinion doesn't carry much weight right now. She was trying to protect me. From what? From hurting you unnecessarily. We thought if we could manage the situation carefully, you thought you could have your affair and keep me as backup until you decided what you wanted. Sam flinches. It wasn't like that. I show her printouts of the text messages Tony recovered. Her face goes pale as she recognizes her own words. You read my private messages? From devices I own, that we share. Nothing private about that. She scans the papers, her hands trembling. This makes everything sound worse than it was. How was it better? The feelings were real, Eli. What Lucas and I have is genuine. Had, past tense. He's backing away from you. He's just scared. Once things settle down, Sam, he's been bragging about you at Sharon's bar, calling you his sophisticated older woman, and telling people you're planning to leave me. That's not love. That's a guy showing off his conquest. Her face crumples. He wouldn't do that. Ask Sharon yourself. I let that sink in while I pour coffee. Sam stares at the papers like they might change if she looks hard enough. What do you want from me? She asks finally. I want you to understand that this marriage is finished. I want you to move out permanently, and I want you to stop involving other people in your lies. What about counseling? What about fighting for us? You already fought. You chose Lucas. I chose both of you. I was trying to figure things out. By planning to divorce me when my business income peaked? By having Paige create fake work documents? By bringing Lucas into our house? Sam stands up abruptly. I need some air. She goes to the backyard. I watch through the window as she makes a phone call. Probably Paige, maybe Lucas. After 10 minutes, she comes back inside. I talked to Lucas, and he says he never talked about me at any bar. He says you're lying to break us up. Call Sharon. Ask her yourself. I don't need to. I trust him. More than you trust me? Right now? Yes. The honesty stings, but it also clarifies things. Sam has chosen her side, then we don't have anything else to discuss. Eli, please, pack your things, all of them. I want you out by this weekend. You can't kick me out of my own house. Watch me. Sam's phone rings. She answers immediately. Paige. No, it's not going well. She looks at me. He wants me to move out completely. I can hear Paige's voice through the speaker, sharp and angry. Put it on speaker, I say. What? Put the call on speaker. If Paige has something to say about my marriage, she can say it to both of us. Sam hesitates, then taps the speaker button. Paige, you're on speaker with both of us. Eli. Paige's voice fills the kitchen. You're being unreasonable. Sam made a mistake, but marriages survive affairs all the time. Hello, Paige. How's the document forgery business? Silence. I know about the fake client emails you were planning to create. I know about the alibis, the lies, the whole conspiracy. I was trying to help my friend. You were helping her commit fraud. That's a strong word. It's an accurate word. You were planning to create false business documents to deceive me about my wife's affair. Sam, we should go, Paige says. This isn't productive. Actually, Paige, since you're so invested in my marriage, let me ask you something. Did you know Lucas has been bragging about Sam at Sharon's bar? That's not true. Call Sharon. She'll tell you exactly what he said and when he said it. Another silence. Paige? Sam says. Is that true? I don't know what Lucas does in his free time. But you've been telling me he loves me, that he's committed to our relationship. He is. Men just talk differently than women. He called me his conquest, Paige, his sophisticated older woman, like I'm some kind of trophy. I can hear Paige scrambling. Sam, don't let Eli manipulate you. He's trying to drive a wedge between you and Lucas. The wedge is already there, I say. I'm just pointing it out. Sam ends the call and sits down heavily. I need to talk to Lucas directly. Go ahead. She dials his number. It goes to voicemail. Lucas, it's me. Call me back. We need to talk. She tries again. Voicemail again. He's probably at work, she says, but her voice lacks conviction. It's Saturday, Sam. She tries a third time. This time, Lucas answers. Sam, I can't talk right now. Lucas, I need to know if you've been talking about me at bars. What? No, of course not. Who told you that? Eli says you've been bragging about us at Sharon's place. Sam, your husband is lying to you. He's trying to break us up. Then come over here and tell him that to his face. Long pause. I don't think that's a good idea. Why not? Because he's angry and unpredictable. I don't want things to escalate. So you'll defend our relationship over the phone, but not in person? That's not fair. Come over, Lucas. If you love me like you said, come over and stand up for us. Sam, I think we need to take a break. Let things cool down. Her face goes white. A break? Just until the drama settles. What drama? You mean my divorce? I mean all of it. The confrontations, the accusations, the complications. This isn't what I signed up for. Sam looks at me, then back at the phone. What did you sign up for? I thought we were just having fun, enjoying each other's company. Fun? Sam, don't make this harder than it needs to be. She hangs up and stares at the phone. He's abandoning you, I say quietly. He's scared. He's showing you who he really is. Sam starts crying. Not the manipulative tears from yesterday, but genuine grief. The reality is hitting her. Lucas was never planning a future with her. He was just enjoying the present. I threw away our marriage for nothing, she whispers. Yes, you did. Can we fix this? I look at my wife, soon-to-be ex-wife, crying at my kitchen table. 3 days ago, I might have said yes, but that was before I learned about the conspiracy, the lies, the calculations, before I understood how little respect she had for me. No, Sam, we can't. She cries harder. Pack your things, I say. You have until Sunday evening. Sunday morning, I'm drinking coffee and reading construction trade magazines when Mrs. Greeley knocks on my door. Eli, dear, there's quite a bit of activity at your house today. I look out the front window. Paige's car is in my driveway, along with a U-Haul truck I didn't know about. Sam's moving out, I tell Mrs. Greeley. I see. And the young man helping them? I look closer. Lucas's BMW is parked across the street. That would be the other man. Mrs. Greeley purses her lips. Well, I never. The audacity. I watch through the window as Lucas carries boxes from my house to the truck. He's wearing jeans and a polo shirt, playing the helpful boyfriend role. Sam directs traffic while Paige loads smaller items. My phone buzzes. Text from Mick. Drove by your place. Want backup? I text back. Not yet. Let them finish. Another text from Tony. Monitoring the group chat. Paige is telling Sam to take everything valuable. Legal advice from someone who isn't a lawyer. I put on work boots and go outside. Time to supervise this operation. Morning, everyone, I say pleasantly. Lucas freezes with a box in his hands. Paige glares at me. Sam looks embarrassed. Ely, Sam says. We're just getting my things. I can see that. Lucas, I didn't expect to see you here. Sam asked me to help, he says, not meeting my eyes. How neighborly of you. I walk around the truck, checking what they're loading. Clothes, personal items, some furniture Sam brought into the marriage. All reasonable so far. Then I see Paige loading my power tools into a box. Paige, those are mine. Sam said they were shared property. Sam was wrong. Those are my work tools. I take the box from her and carry it back to my garage. When I return, Lucas is loading my fishing gear. That's mine too. Lucas sets the rods down quickly. Sorry, I didn't know. What else don't you know, Lucas? He looks at Sam for help, but she's busy avoiding eye contact with everyone. Look, Eli, I know this is awkward. Awkward. That's an interesting word for it. I never meant for things to happen this way. How did you mean for them to happen? Lucas glances at Paige, then back at me. I thought you and Sam were having problems. She said you were growing apart. What else did she say? That you didn't appreciate her. That you took her for granted. And you believed that justified sleeping with her? I believed she was unhappy and needed someone who understood her. In hotel rooms in my house? Lucas's face reddens. She told you about that. She told me about all of it. 6 times, right? Including last Tuesday in my bed? Jesus, Sam, Lucas mutters. Don't blame her for telling the truth. Finally, Paige steps between us. This isn't productive. Let's just finish loading and go. Great idea, I say. But first, Lucas, I'm curious about something. What? Sharon at the bar says you've been talking about Sam, calling her your sophisticated older woman, bragging about your conquest. Lucas goes pale. I never said that. So Sharon's lying? I might have mentioned I was seeing someone, but I never used those words. What words did you use? He looks trapped. I don't remember exactly. Try. Maybe I said she was mature, experienced, but not as a brag, as a compliment. Sam stops loading boxes. Experienced? I meant sophisticated, Lucas says quickly. No, you said experienced. What did you mean by that? Sam, can we discuss this later? We're discussing it now. Lucas looks around desperately. I meant you're not some college girl. You're a woman who knows what she wants. And what do I want? This is getting complicated. Answer the question, Lucas. What do I want? You want to be appreciated, respected, loved by you? Long pause. I care about you, Sam. That's not what I asked. Another pause. This is all happening very fast. Sam sets down the box she was holding. You're backing out. I'm not backing out. I'm being realistic. About what? About the complications, the divorce proceedings, the financial entanglements, the drama. I didn't sign up for all this. You signed up for an affair with a married woman. What did you think would happen? Lucas looks at Paige for help, but she's suddenly very interested in organizing boxes. I thought we'd figure things out as we went along, he says. Well, we're figuring it out now, Sam says. And apparently, you're figuring out that you don't want me. That's not true. Then prove it. Tell Eli you love me, and we're going to be together. Lucas looks at me, then back at Sam. Sam, this isn't the time or place. This is exactly the time and place. You're in my husband's driveway, loading my belongings, playing house with my life. If you're not serious about us, then what are you doing here? I'm helping you move. Why? Because I care about you. But you don't love me. I didn't say that. You didn't say you do love me, either. I'm watching this unfold like a slow-motion car crash. Lucas is realizing he's in deeper than he wanted to be. Sam is realizing Lucas was never as committed as she thought. And Paige is realizing her friend is about to lose both her husband and her lover in the same weekend. Maybe we should finish this conversation privately, Paige suggests. No, Sam says firmly. I want this settled now. Lucas, do you love me or not? Lucas shifts his weight from foot to foot. Sam, love is a strong word. Yes, it is. Do you love me? I have strong feelings for you. That's not an answer. It's complicated. No, it's not. Either you love me or you don't. Lucas looks at his BMW like he's calculating how quickly he can reach it. I think I should go, he says. That's your answer? Sam asks. I think we all need time to process this situation. Lucas, if you leave now, don't come back. He hesitates, keys in his hand. Sam, you're upset. You're not thinking clearly. I'm thinking very clearly. You wanted an affair, not a relationship. You wanted the fun parts without the difficult parts. And now that things are difficult, you're running. I'm not running. I'm being practical. Same thing. Lucas gets in his BMW and drives away without another word. Sam watches him go, then turns to me. Well, that's that. Yes, it is. I suppose you're satisfied. I'm not satisfied, Sam. I'm sad, for both of us. She starts crying again. Paige puts an arm around her. Come on, honey. Let's finish packing and get out of here. They load the rest of Sam's belongings in silence. When they're done, Sam comes over to me. I'm sorry, Eli, for all of it. I know you are. If there's any chance, there isn't. She nods and gets in the truck with Paige. And after they leave, I sit on my front steps and survey the damage. My marriage is over. My wife is gone. Her lover has abandoned her. And somehow, I don't feel victorious. Mrs. Greeley comes over with a cup of coffee. How are you holding up, dear? I'm not sure yet. For what it's worth, I think you handled that with more grace than they deserved. Thanks, Mrs. Greeley. What happens now? I look at my house, my neighborhood, my life that's suddenly very different than it was a week ago. Now I figure out what comes next. But even as I say it, I know I'm not done with Sam and her conspirators. They cost me my marriage, my trust, and my peace of mind. They planned to defraud me, manipulate me, and discard me when it was convenient. They think this story is over. They're wrong. Character count, 43,847. Stvoreno, October 29, 2025, 11 hours, 50 minutes, and 48 seconds.